Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge from the week. A little bit of a mixed sort of week. Couldn't get a winner, but had a couple of horses go really well. This horse here, Screw Creek, he nearly pulled off my longest ever price winner. I think I've had an $85 winner. But this horse was official starting price was $91, so and he wasn't far away from it all. He was, we sort of put a set of winkers on him and kicked him out and led on him, and he sort of looked like he was beaten on the corner, but he sort of kicked back and he's pretty tough to the line. So he's been sort of jumping out, getting back and half pie, plodding home. I've been a little bit weak, but the other day we changed a few things with him, and I thought he went really good. So probably go straight up to 2,000 metres with him, ride him similar, and you'd think he's going to be pretty competitive next start as well. Blow-ins in at Sandown on Thursday. Really good run first up. I thought he was pretty plain second up. Haven't done a real... He just knocked his back legs bad the other day at Flemington, so we've had the farrier adjust that, so hopefully that's going to fix that little problem. He goes to Sandown tomorrow, and what a race I don't think's overly strong. The couple of them go good, but I don't think it's overly strong, so I think it's the right race for him. 1400 third up. He only has to produce his first up run and he'll win, but I just thought he's a little bit plain at Flemington the other day, but he might have had a couple of excuses, so a bit of a suck it and see how he's going to go tomorrow. But track work's good. You can see the horse is bright and well. He's eating his head off, so hopefully he performs really well on Thursday at Sandown. Prince Ziggy is also in at Sandown on Thursday, goes to the 2400. I just might be half a run short, I reckon. My fitness is good, but I'd love to have another run under my belt before I took him up to the 2400, but this is a really good race for him, and I think I prefer to see him sort of just knock up a little bit over the 24 and have that under our belt, and it just opens up a lot of options for me over the next month for him. So he's going well, he'll jump out, he'll go forward. Prentice rides him, so he goes really well for these kids. He's such a lovely old horse, so but he'll posse up in the first couple, and he'll give a fair old kick on the corner and see how our fitness is. But third up over 2400, if he doesn't eat my jumper first, third up over 2400 is looks ideal, and the horse is just going well. He's in good order. He's nice and healthy for an old horse. He's an old marvel, he is, but he's even got a bit of a dirty nose. That's Prince Ziggy at Sandown on Thursday. A Scamster here in at Kilmore on Friday, 2,000 metres, looks ideal. We'll punch out, we'll go forward. I'll sit outside the leader on him. His couple of runs this time have been really, really good. He's come through his last run well. Track work's good. He looks in good condition. So 2,000 metres should suit us down to the ground, but we'll be fairly aggressive early out of the gates with him and put him into the race. I want him sitting up outside the leader, and he'll keep running nice and strong to the line. So he'll get every chance on Friday. I've got Little Miss Gutsaa in here at Geelong on Sunday. I've got her in two races, either a 1200 or a 1400. I'll just make a decision which one we go to. I'll gallop her in the morning. If she works up really nice and sharp, I'll go to the 1200, but if I just think she's looking for the 1400, I'll stay to that. But you can see she's very bright, she's very well. Action's perfect. She just, last start of Flemington, she was probably just a little bit disappointing, but hopefully she's come through that well and will perform really well on Sunday. Got Tori's D in at Warrnambool next week. He's a little 1,000-metre sprinter, isn't he? Have a look at him, little podgy guts, little horse he is. And he just always looks like he's a little fatty boombar, but he certainly he doesn't race that way. Had a great prep last time in. Had a little bit of a barrier issue with him, and I've had to do a bit of barrier work with him this time in, just to put him through the gates the other day, and he was really good. So we'll probably do this similar with him again, and just give him a little pop out here of the gates, and he should be right then. But he was really good at the end of it the other day. He was sort of walking into a closed gate perfectly. Fast horse, 1,000-metre screamer, so his first up run will be good, and he'll just keep holding his form. I don't know where he'll end up to, but he's certainly a midweek sort of city grade horse, Friday night sort of city grade horse, and that's about where he's at. But he had a great prep last time in, and I've got no reason to think he won't have equally this time. Inyati will have her first race start at Warrnambool next week. 1,300 metre, 3-year-old maiden, perfect. It's one of these beautiful homebreds of Mike Palmer's. He just keeps producing beautiful fillies, and this is another one. He by Brazen Bow. Temperament can be only just, but she's the more we do with her, the better she's got, and she's actually, you can hop on her now and she walks out on the track and she does everything right. Track work just keeps improving the more we do with her. She's had a couple of trials where first few trials she showed a bit of speed, and then sort of flattened out a little bit. In her last trial she jumped and relaxed and then hit the line really strong, which is what we want to see. So I think 1,300 is ideal first up. She'll probably settle midfieldish and then work home and hopefully earn a bit of prize money. We'll probably step her up to a 14 or 1,500 after that, and I'm not sure what sort of trip she'll get to, but I think she's certainly a miler. and that'll probably be where she's at. But she'll go really well next week at Warrnambool. I think the track and everything will suit her down on the ground. That's Inyati.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a horse called Inyati. She's a Brazen Bow filly out of Inyanga. We did race a horse called Inyangani. She's probably one of the most impressive wins you've ever seen. But this is her little sister as such. A bit of a highly strung sort of filly. So we do a lot of riding with her just to sort of, you know, just keep that little bit of edge off her and get her going around the track really nicely. She's going to kick off her racing career on Wednesday at Warrnambool, 3-year-old, 1300 metres at Warrnambool. We've actually had a lot of success at Warrnambool, taking first starters there. Nice big track. They get their chance at Warrnambool. You can sit on the fence or you can come to the middle of the track and wind up. So really good racing surface. She's a nice enough filly. I think she'll get over. I think she's a miler, sort of mile to 2,000 metre horse, so she'll certainly need the run. But yeah, hopefully she's sort of midfield and she gets out and hits the line really strongly. But yeah, really looking forward to where she gets to in her career, and Warrnambool will be a good kicking point off on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's it for another week, Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Busy week this week. I'm actually going over to King Island this week. My wife demanded that I have a day off, so we're going over to King Island and having a look at the races over there. So you have a day off and go to the races. That's pretty smart, isn't it? But hopefully have a really good time over there, going over with a couple of friends. So really looking forward to the weekend. A couple of nice runners tomorrow. The old boy Ziggy goes around again and Blow In goes around again. So both of them in good braces. This is sort of their hitting zone, these two horses, is sort of this midweek sort of grade, and really good prize money. Had an amazing amount of rain here through the week. It was like an absolute, you thought the Barwon River would just come straight down the middle of the farm here. It was quite amazing. I think we had about 3 inches of rain in about half an hour. It just absolutely poured. So big job's job today is on the tractor and sorting out the track and harrowing up the track and make sure we have a nice surface to gallop to tomorrow. But absolutely quite amazing the amount of rain we had here in such a short amount of time. What else? Pretty busy week, and also a horse called Little Miss Gutsaa. I think she's going okay, and a couple of horses having their first up runs next week at Warrnambool. A couple of nice horses. Tori's pretty nice horse. He's pretty forward. He's very fit, and a really nice sort of middle distance sort of 3-year-old filly. Inyati. I think she's certainly down the track, a nice filly to follow. Until next week, see you later. This Tori will come over, curiosity will kill him. There he is. Hell boy. Wrapped with what's going on here at the moment, and really optimistic about the next 12 months or so. And you can bite me. She goes up to the mile, second up, and just looks all over for her. It's perfect sort of, I can't concentrate on him doing there. I purchased a lot of young horses and 2- and 3-year-olds that sort of went through the whole system, and